Hey, it's Elwood again, and today I wanted to talk about drip system irrigation. The whole previous owner had a drip system installed, and that's one of those white pipes that are running along there, and one of them is the new pipe that I ran to come to this outlet to use to hook back into that. It used to be that connection right there used to be connected to a timer. Ooh, it's not in focus. Off of that hose there, but I ran a new line. Both are well water now, and it's fine. It's dripping. I'll have to fix that, but I'm trying to see if I'm going to be able to use and want to use this irrigation system. When I tore up all the ficus and everything, getting rid of it, I tore up all the drip that was in here, and there's a connection there that runs. I'll turn this on in a minute. There's a connection here that runs, and these come up and they have this, it's just threaded pipe. This goes in there, and all of these broke off, so I could get new ones of these if I wanted to. Now, there's nothing I'm going to run here unless I run some sort of a water feature over here, but this is a good spot to start an irrigation system. I could plug into that, get a new thing, and run lines. That's good. Problem is, there's another one. Well, let me just turn this on for a minute. Hold on. Let's see, manual. It's going to run for 10 minutes. Okay. Turn on. I think it's going to start. Yeah. All right. So now that whatever is left of the drip system's turned on. Like I said, you're going to see water start coming out of here. I guess it's going to come out of there first. Right, so I could hook into that. I could put another one back in here, or where'd it go? Or I can go ahead and, I think this one's cracked anyway. But I can go ahead and I could plug this off if I don't want to use it, not use that one. But that one's running, and then it runs over here, and there's a connection there that I can replace the connection on and start the drip system from. But this goes underground and it goes out here too. And there were four crepe myrtles here, and they all had that. They're all running on that drip, and I don't see anything come out of those. But if we go over here to the first one, you can see that it's filling up here. This is where the old one. Now I got to find the pipe. Where'd it go? I got to find the pipe that's filling this up, and then maybe move it over to here, and it can water this tree. But anyway, I got to get it all connected or blocked off, or not use it at all. Just cut it apart. And just do something else. That's what I'm exploring right now. So let's grab the shovel and dig that other hole out. All right. So we know we have that one over there, and it's working. We know we have two over here that are working. And we know we had 4 little drip lines around 4 crepe myrtles, which may still be pumping out water. But this one was one I could find that actually was showing a lot of water being pumped. And if we look, this black line here went to where the tree was, and that's where all the drip was connected to. Now, why is that still running? That should not still be running. I'll have to watch that. But anyway, now we know we have a PVC pipe that we can cut off. Now, if you look underneath, there's a whole nother sprinkler system in the yard that is from, obviously, I think they had a whole system for the lawn at one point. And I have no idea where it's connected to or whatever. But now, I don't know why that's still running. Pressure maybe? I don't know. I'll watch it. It should be shut off. I can definitely shut off the switch, but I don't know. This should be on the same system. Again, this broke off of here when I was digging. So it should only be the drip system. It shouldn't be anything, because that's what this was. And it's really bothering me that this is still running. Let me go shut the hose off and see if see what that does. So this should be the supply for that right here. So turn that off, even though the timer should have already turned it off. And let's just make sure it comes off, because if not, I'm in trouble, because I don't know how to, what is feeding it. Unless it's just leftover pressure. It's still going. That's not good. Still going at that same rate. Alright, well. Unless that's like the low point and everything's draining out. I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you, airplane. Yeah, they fly right over my house. Interesting. Okay, but anyway, I can cap that off if worst case scenario. If I cap it off and cap off the other ones, I can just disconnect the whole thing and could start tearing it up or burying it and forget about it, and run a whole new system off of here. Just run tubing everywhere. But it's kind of nice that I got a spot to start tubing from over here. Like I said, these are shut off. That's fine. Go check on it again. So that's turned off. This is turned off. So unless there's actually, I think that's just pressure. I think it's just draining. Please be done. I don't want to have a plumbing problem. If so, I'll run to the store and buy a cap and... Nah, it stopped. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it stopped. Good job. Okay. So, potential. That's more of this hose. Had a cool hose. Never seen it before. So, it's off to the store. Get some parts. I gotta map out like how I would do this. I think this would be great. That little pump right there, that little spot right there, could run this whole section and drip everything. And then the one over there could do like first half of this. And then, now the problem is that's right in the middle of the rocks, that one right there. Where'd it go? Yeah, that one right there is kind of in the middle of what's going to be all the shell. But I could use it to put a little drip on these two like they used to have. Although they're well established and they're not going anywhere. But anyway, or I could just run a line. Yeah, I'm going to be covering all this, so I can use it to run a line to kind of do this half of it. And out into there, it could do all that. So that's pretty good. Maybe use that for this half, that for that half, that for that part, cap that one off. Yeah. Hey, it's Elwood again. Just showing you some progress I made trying to get this grass to kill off. So I want to do it all at once. So that 6 weeks from now, I can, if I can get the materials together, I can get it all composted and get the paths in and be ready for the rest of the planting of the smaller stuff. But I still gotta water the trees every day. Let's see here. And of course, let's see, how much plastic did I invest in? I bought a 100-foot, 10-foot wide roll, a 100-foot, 25-foot roll. And then I used some of it where the shed's gonna go, and those pieces were done so they could come back out here. That was right there. And then I didn't have enough, so I had to buy another 100-foot, 10-foot roll. As you can see, I got some wedges here and there that are not covered. And I'm short. Oh, look, there's a tube. I'm short this much. I got this little circle around this tree here that was, it already had almost 6 weeks of kill off. That's why the grass is kind of yellow there. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Buy some more plastic. Maybe I should have found an old sod cutter on Marketplace and just been ready to cut this with a sod cutter instead of trying to kill it off at 6 weeks. It would have been faster. I am thinking about that. Buy one, use it, and then sell it again, and it's a lot cheaper maybe than renting one. Those things can be $100 or $200 a day, and I've got all this in the front, and then, eventually I'll be doing other sections of the yard, so who knows, maybe that's a good investment. But everything's tied up right now, and so now I gotta go water the trees. I think it's the 3rd week since I planted the trees. 11 trees. I think it's the 3rd week. I have to water them every day, soak them good. And then after 4 weeks, I can go to every other day. And then after 4 weeks, I can go to every 3rd day. And then by then, I should be able to just turn it off. And they'll be watered in. Hopefully they'll survive. Like all this stuff in my backyard, I don't water it. That's the whole point of going native and natural. All right, thanks. Hey, it's Elwood again, and you can't really see behind me because the way I have this set up, it's not showing the ground yet. Maybe it won't. So let's start over. Hey, it's Elwood again, and as you can see, there's a lot of plastic in my front yard. I'm trying to kill all the grass in all the areas that we're gonna finish planting. We've got the trees in, of course, and I got a lot of plastic down. It's pain in the rear end to keep it covering the places where I want to kill the grass. Wind keeps blowing around, keep putting more and more rocks. But so I started with a 100-foot roll of 10-foot wide and a 100-foot roll of 20-foot wide, 25-foot wide. And that wasn't enough, so I bought another 100-foot roll of 10-foot wide, and that got almost all of it, but I had a few more places. So now today, I'm going to be putting in about another roll down there, of 10-foot wide, and I'm going to finish trying to button this up. So here we go. Watch me. So, yeah, I got a lot of overlap on some of these weird pivot points, and I'm just gonna have to find enough rocks. I've kind of destroyed my rock pile, or rock border, getting rocks to do this with. This is alright, it's alright, it's alright, don't worry. Just gotta get it spread out first, doesn't matter which way it goes. It'll fly everywhere, that's fine. Eventually, we'll get it where we need it. Reach under here, grab another rock. Go over here. Actually, I can use, let's see. I can use this rock for this corner. As long as it's covered, it doesn't have to be flat and pretty. And if I was really being more economical, I would cut little pie wedges and stuff. But I got to reuse this plastic throughout the rest of the backyard and side yard, so keeping them in square pieces, even if they're a little short, is fine. Alright, so this needs to go up here, so slide down there a bit. I'll have to readjust. Let's see if this one fits. A little rock here. Okay. I want to get this covered. Didn't have to be right here. Alright. Okay, so now what happened down here? Okay, well, maybe I will have to cut something. Or this should be able to come here. This should go here. Maybe I need another rock. Or two. Alright. Let's get two more rocks. One for this corner. I'm trying to just stick every other rock or something. Not so that I can still rebuild the wall when I get back. Alright. So that kind of covers that one. Hopefully this is still running. Whoa. So now I have this other fairly large area, complicated area because of the tree and the trees in the way I gotta cut around. I'm gonna have to cut around that. So try to patch that in, and then I got other little spots to patch in. These last little bits are hard. Alright. So get this to overlap here a bit. And then we'll, you know what? I'm gonna make a piece go. I'm not gonna just end it here. I'm gonna go all the way down to this edge down here. So that it meets up with this piece. I don't know if you can see me right now. I don't know if I got the camera wide enough, but yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be fun. I won't need all this. Okay, yeah, see, I'm gonna get from there all the way down to that tree and kind of just roll it around and tuck it in. So let's do that. Yeah, I picked the windy time. That's great, huh? Isn't that fantastic? All right, so first of all, let's find the edge that we're gonna tuck in a couple places. All right, let's use this one here. And then I think it'll fit together right here. I'm still gonna have a wedge to fill in. Great. All right, so this is actually, all right, let's find the edge. Start tucking it in. So what we're going to do is follow this line here. Sorry that you're seeing the rear end of me. this one. It's all twisted. Didn't expect that. Let's get it. It's going the wrong way. Oh, I didn't get long enough. Almost cut it short. I'll have to deal with that in a minute. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Put this on here. Put this on here. Ouch. That's good enough for that, but it's not going to quite reach. All right, so right here, got to cut around this tree, make space around it. So what we're going to do is figure out where to go, and we should be going at least, well, actually, all the way to here. Cut this slit. Don't cut the tree. And in 6 weeks, all this grass underneath this plastic will be dead. And that means I'll be able to here, I'm going to cut this one too. This pole so it'll lay flatter. I'll tuck underneath it. Yeah. Be a lot better if it was not windy. Of course. I'm gonna go move this rock here. I'll need a rock here. But now covering better there, and then this, I move over here. Now, cut another slit right here so that I can water this tree. And let's go get a couple more rocks from wherever. Where is this out? The wind really just blows around. See, I take every other one. All right. Put this down. Straighten this out as much as possible. Put that there. Thank you. Perfect. Good timing. All right, so now gotta lay this down flat, and in order to do that, we just cut this 2x4, trying to stretch it where it needs to be. Doesn't have to be pretty, although these big cuts are, especially here, kind of ruining this piece of plastic. It's gonna have a lot of gashes in it for later. That's okay. Guess we just keep coming up here. Rough edges don't matter. Alright. So, see what's going on here. Alright, so this needs to come straight over here. Man, it's to a point. That's not good. So I'm going to use this rock to connect these two. That won't last, but that's weird. Okay, well, it's at an angle, so that's why it kind of sucks there. Alright. Let's pull this flat and see where we get. We're going to be covering that area. This kind of tucks all under here. Let's leave room for it to cover that. Alright, so we're going to have a big bubble right here. That's fine. Let's go get another rock from somewhere. Let's just take this one. And let's put it, where are we going to put it? Where does it need to go? I don't know. Probably not here. But, so we got this little section here we'll have to cut in. And I don't know. Alright, so let me show you what we have so far. Alright, so got that. Now we're going to button up over here. Best we can. Whee! By going over here. Alright, so we're going to have a little gap there. I'm going to tuck this under here. Alright, that covers all that. We got a little bitty slice there, which I don't know if we can pull it or not. Looks like there's room. That's actually pretty good. I gotta leave that. Nice to have one more though. Alright, let's grab this one and let's stick it up here. That's good enough. There, we got that covered. And then another rock over here. I'm stepping on a rock. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I would rather have left a gap there. Again, not really making it pretty. Just trying to keep it down. Okay, so got a little gap here. I don't need to have too much overlap. I'm just wondering if I can make this turn the corner. Nope, probably not. No, that's too far. Too far. Gotta have this covered. Alright. So. Come back. Come back. Not even recording me right now, okay? Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Didn't get everything back. How do I focus? Oops. Whoa. I don't know. Still don't know how to use this thing. But anyway, that back there is a section that's not covered. I can patch that in. There's a couple little small triangles. So I think I can patch those in. So I'll just cut a little piece and put over that and put some rocks down. That's what I'll do. Okay, so let me show you here on the drawing kind of where we've been. We've been doing this whole area here. This is the front yard. This is all the things we have under plastic. We planted the trees. This is my rock divider. I have brick that I've been stealing all the bricks from to hold the plastic down. The trees are there. So got all this kind of done. Underneath the plastic, we've got this path marked out for later, because we're going to be putting mulch and all this in here, and then the shell and rock here like we've been talking about. And it's going good. Finally got it done. 6 weeks from now, be able to peel that plastic up and then start buying the materials in bulk, hopefully. I'll show you later. We're going to talk about mulch too. I've been using pine mulch around all the trees, pine needle. And I think I'm going to switch to flora mulch, which is I'll show you in a minute. It's a Melaleuca. No, not Melaleuca. Is it Melaleuca? Yeah. Anyway, it's an invasive species tree in Florida that they keep grinding up and pulling out and trying to get rid of, and so they use it. So it's a really good mulch choice. I'll talk about that some more. But anyway, let's go out and take a look. All right, so here it is, all the plastic done from here to the other side. Doing it kind of all at once. And I can still water the trees, move the plastic around. So for the next 6 weeks, it's gonna be killing all the grass underneath so that hopefully it won't grow back up through the mulch and the pathway. And it's pretty ugly for a while. And for the next 6 weeks, I'll be watering the trees still every day. And then I'm pretty close to where I can start watering them every other day. We'll do that for a month, and then every third day for a month. And so what I wanted to talk about a little bit is this mulch. So we mulched in all of the trees with pine straw mulch. I've been watering these trees every day, and I'm just not really liking the way it holds water and works. And also, I know for a fact that stuff's very flammable. Like I use a handfuls of this. I got pine straw in my backyard quite a bit. Like I said, for the next 6 weeks, I'll be fighting things like that. The wind is blown and exposed some grass, and try to get that done. So here, what you're going to see is this area right here was done before that area. So this has been killed. All the plants were killed. So it was ready for mulch, and I didn't have plastic over it. So I went and I got some Flora mulch from Lowe's. They come in 1.5 cubic feet per bag. This much mulch right here was 5 full bags, and then they had some broken bags that were half off. So I don't know if they were full or not, but that's how much that took. So I'll be buying it in bulk. I'm going to go ahead and finish out around here. Now in this area here, there's supposed to be horizontal cocoa plums. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, and then it goes around the corner here. So this whole corner is supposed to be, but this rock was not in the plan. There's supposed to be one right here, but unless it can go here, which I don't know that it can, she didn't account for this rock, and I can't move that rock. I'd love to move it over here when I'm gonna just kind of put sand or something in here, and I don't know, put a bench or put something over there. I don't know yet. I'd love to put a water feature, but haven't decided. We'll go as we go. But yeah, so it's pretty intense. All these little bricks I gotta put back in line when it's all done. That's gonna be a fun day. Here's another rock underneath here that's just like the other one. And again, not one I can move. And yes, she put plants here, so I'm gonna have to work around that. I'm gonna have to work around the fact that these trees are not in the place that the original was. So it's gonna be, what I'm excited about is there's gonna be a lot of kuntis, which is like a prehistoric living plant. But be rock all in this corner, or I keep calling it rock, it's shell. But so like I said, the next 6 weeks, I need to get another rock and put it right here. I gotta keep fighting where the wind blows this stuff open, and the grass isn't gonna die if I don't keep it covered. So keep doing that. Got good neighbors. They're snowbird. I don't think they're permanently here yet. So I think I'm always going to have a problem with this edge here. I don't think. Well, I guess if I put this higher up, but I think it's going to always be a problem with weed eating or whatever. So that's my life right now. Watering trees every day and waiting. And looking forward. I hope that tree doesn't stay crooked. This thing keeps blowing. Maybe I need to stake it up. Look at that. This one's a little... wind's gonna keep blowing it. You know what? I think I'll get a stake and pull that up. That'll be a project I need to do. So, but otherwise, I think I got it all covered pretty good. Just keep fiddling with it. Oh, and my lamp didn't work anymore. Because, you can see, from this lamp straight over to there was, they started digging a hole. Because this tree was going to be over a little bit more. But they discovered the wire coming right through there. And when they discovered the wire, I think they cut it. I didn't notice it till much later. So I'm gonna have to actually dig underneath this palm tree and see if you can see that little thing right there. That's where the wire comes out of the house. Comes straight across over here. And it's right under the side of this. I mean, it's like right up against it. So I'm gonna be digging all that out. Probably go ahead and wait for 6 weeks. Before I put anything down, before I plant anything, I gotta fix that. Because I definitely want my light. Definitely want my light. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm not seeing any growth yet on these trees much, but at least I don't think they're dying. The big one over there looks pretty healthy. I think I'm getting enough water. We will see. I look forward to the day they're watered in and I don't have to water them anymore. That's it for today. Appreciate it. I don't know if well, anyway, appreciate it. Thanks.